So, hello and welcome to the Empowered as Fuck channel. I am your host, your guide, your fearless leader, LJ the coach, the life coach dedicated to helping you build a life filled with fun, freedom, and purpose that you're absolutely passionate about. And clearly, I'm the type of person that likes to talk with my hands. Anyway, what we're getting into today is navigating life when you're someone that's high functioning with depression. And what that means is that from the outside looking in, it seems like you have everything together. You're successful, you're doing excellent. But on the inside, you have this heavy burden, this weight that you're carrying that nobody else sees or understands. So what I want to do is highlight the unique challenges faced by people who are high functioning with depression, and then also get into the often invisible struggles that we face and give you some guidance, some validation, and help you see that you are not alone and we are in this together. All right, so let's get into it. Here's the thing. When you're high functioning with depression, it's like nobody sees you. Nobody really sees you, which is crazy because you're always surrounded by work and family and friends and obligations and responsibilities. And yet you still feel so invisible and alone. I have major depressive disorder, which is hard for a lot of people to believe because I have a really outgoing and fun and bubbly personality. And that's the thing about us who are really high functioning with depression. We are masters at masking our pain. We go to great lengths to project this image of being stable and successful and having it all together. And we excel at work. We keep our commitments. We show up for our friends socially. From the outside looking in, it really does seem like we have it all together. But on the inside, you feel this heavy weight, and it's just holding you down and holding you back. No, you're not walking around all the time crying and feeling sad, but happiness is just so damn elusive. It seems like it's something that you're always chasing, but you can never catch it. And it makes you feel like a fraud because everyone thinks that you're doing great, but on the inside, you're just trying to stay afloat. You are just struggling to keep it all together. And you overthink things. You're really critical of yourself. And you feel like life is on autopilot, right? You're just going through the motions with no real direction or clear purpose. And you feel like you have to be on all the time, right? Just to maintain appearances, which is just so isolating emotionally. You feel like you can't really tell people about your struggles because they won't understand it or they'll just dismiss it entirely. And that's the thing about being high functioning when you have depression. You're meeting all of the external demands and expectations while neglecting your own internal needs. And this all has a cost emotionally, mentally, physically, and socially. And I'm going to break those down for you because I need you to see that being someone that's high functioning, it's easy to overlook how much you're silently suffering just to keep it all together at the expense of your well-being.
So please take a minute to pause and look at these slides that I've put in so that you can see what it is really costing you.
Here's the thing. Functioning at a high level while suppressing your struggles only delays addressing the issues and resolving the underlying concerns, right? In this effort to maintain and keep up appearances, eventually what that's going to do is completely disconnect you from yourself, your sense of self, and who you really are. Without intervention, being high functioning with depression can easily lead to major depressive episodes. And that's what I don't want to happen to you. So I'm going to be completely honest. It took me years to reach out for help. Mind you, I have a master's degree and I was trained to be a therapist. And even I suffered in silence. So that's how I know that there are so many other people out there suffering the same. And I don't want you to wait until you're in a crisis to reach out for help. And I know that some of you may be feeling some guilt and shame. I know that you may be feeling guilt and shame because you see people who are worse off than you. There are people who are depressed who literally cannot get out of bed. They can't eat. They can't take a shower. They can't hold down a job. They never leave their house. And we see and know of these people and we're like, whoa, maybe I don't have it so bad. They're worse off than me. Who am I to be saying that I need help? Who am I to say that I'm depressed when I'm able to just keep it together and push through? You feel that guilt and that shame. Here's the thing. You do not need to minimize your pain, and you do not need to wait for things to get worse. And you really don't need to compare your struggles to anyone else's, because that's really essentially what you're doing when you're thinking other people have it worse, or maybe, it's not as bad for me. Your struggle, how you feel, is valid and it's real, and you just need to address it. And really, there's only two things. I don't like the way that came out. You need to address it. If that felt weird for you, ignore that part. But here's the thing. There are really only two things that you really, really need to do. And I want you to do it as soon as you get done watching this video, okay? First thing, give yourself a break. The world is already hard enough. You do not need to be harder on yourself. Please, 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 please practice self-compassion. Please, please, please love on yourself. Speak to yourself like you would speak to a friend. Really, I just want you to know that you are amazing, you are strong, and more importantly, you deserve happiness. There's nothing that you need to do to earn it. That is a birthright, okay? The second thing I need you to do, and this is probably going to be the hardest, seek help. And that may mean that's going to look different for different people. That may mean, yes, getting therapy. Or it could be just telling your partner how you truly feel, how depression is really impacting you. Because I can tell you from talking to many of my clients, it's not uncommon that the people closest to you in your life have no idea what you're going through. And usually that's the silent killer of high functioning depression, is that it's silent. We're silent. We keep it to ourselves, and you don't need to. And what I'm really wanting to do is to normalize a conversation of being able to talk to friends and family and being completely honest about how you're feeling, what you're struggling with, and even asking for help and support. Because the people who love you, that's what they want. Think about if your best friend or your sister or your mom came to you and said exactly how you're feeling, that you're depressed, that you're struggling, that you're trying to keep it all together, but inside it just feels like it's a silent war. How would you respond to that? It's probably going to be with love and acceptance and kindness, right? That is how the people who love you will respond to you. And if they don't respond like that, then we maybe need to be moving them off of the list of people that you're going to be talking to. But seriously, this is a conversation that I'm hoping can be normalized, because the reason why we suffer in silence is because we stay silent. We don't realize, or we don't truly believe that there is help out there for us, right? So what I want you to do is be open and honest and brave. And again, I don't want you to take this as medical advice or anything like that, but I highly, highly recommend talking to a therapist, because there are so many resources and tools available. And the purpose of this video is I'm not trying to diagnose, talk about symptoms, medications, or anything like that. The whole purpose of this video is to provide you with validation, for you to understand that what you're going through is real and that you deserve to be happy. And there are steps you can take to get to the other side, because I was right there too. I suffered silently. And once I got into therapy, and once I started being honest with my friends about what was going on, how I was feeling, everything changed. It's like opening up the blinds and the light shining in. And I just want that for you so bad, because when you're high functioning, you have so much potential, right? You have so much potential, but you're not you're not fulfilling it all, right? Because you've got this weight holding you down. And I want you to live your potential. That is the only way that you're going to have a life that's filled with fun, freedom, and purpose that you're actually passionate about, is living to your full potential and not letting things like this hold you back, all right? So thank you so much for your time. I encourage you, like I said, love yourself, self-compassion, kindness, self-love. That's going to go so far. And then sharing, reaching out for help. If you found this video helpful, please like, and subscribe. Leave comments. I'm excited to get comments and to be able to respond. That's something that I'm really looking forward to. So honestly, if you just have questions or anything like that, feel free to leave a comment and I will jump in and hopefully be able to help you. That is it. Thank you. Bye.